Good morning, dear students. This is the second video of Geography, Chapter 4. Chapter name is Agriculture, and this video is for the student of Standard 8. Students, in our previous class, we read about the agriculture, from where the agriculture derived from which word agriculture derived from. We read there that it derived from the Latin word, the two Latin words, that is ager and cultura. Ager meaning fields and cultura meaning cultivation. Then we read about the various steps required in the agriculture. Okay, that is the first process was there, the plowing of fields, then sowing the seed, preparation of the field, then sowing the seed, then facilitating water, okay, adding manure and fertilizer, etc. In this video we are going to discuss about the types of farming. So let's start. When we talk about the farming, there are three types of farming basically, that is the primitive subsistence farming, intensive farming and commercial farming. So when we talk about the primitive subsistence farming, these are the farming process which is required a small plot of land. Just understand it with an example. Suppose that person A has a very small plot of land, okay, and he is living on that small plot of land with his 5 or 6 family member. So what he will have to do, he can just use the land for growing whatever they can just grow from the farm. Very less they can get, so that product can be only consumed by their family member, that cannot be just come to the market, that they cannot sell to the market also. So this way, in primitive subsistence farming, the farming products are only sufficient for the family consumption, that is not surplus, okay, that is only for the sustenance of the family member. So that's why they are called primitive subsistence farming. Next is intensive farming. In intensive farming, farmers used to grow the crops for the local purpose, for the local market purpose. It means, suppose that, take example of the nearby region, Masauri region, Jahanabad region, okay, so these regions has some farm. In our outskirt region also, just take example, so there people are just trying to give their 100% from their field, okay, in their field they are giving 100% to grow whatever they can just grow from there, because they are knowing that their products, if it will increase, so they can just sell that product in the market and earn good money. So that's why these are called the intensive farming, where farmers are trying to use the small plot, that is not very small in comparison of that primitive subsistence farming farm. This is a little bit bigger than that, and here group of farmers also sometime used to add the money, okay, arrange the money for just ensuring the fertilizers, insecticides, weedicides, okay, so that they can just do the surplus, okay, they can grow the surplus, because they are knowing that demand of the place will be fulfilled by them. So that's why they used to do the cultivation, they used to get the surplus, and in this way the farmers used to sell that products in the market. But here also the products will reach to the local market only, not to the international market and national market. So for just growing the crops for international purpose, we used to just do the farming, that is commercial farming. Commercial word is only indicating that this is for the selling purposes. So the main characteristic of this type of farming is the use of higher doses of modern inputs. Higher doses of modern inputs means, first is the fertilizers, okay, you can see here the fertilizers, HYV seeds, okay, insecticides, pesticides. In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area, because that is for the commercial. If you are growing the tea, then you have to grow the tea only. If you are growing the rice, then only rice. If wheat, then only wheat. So one type of crops grown on a large scale. When we define commercial farming, so commercial farmers produce their crops to sell them in the marketplace. Commercial farming types include mixed crop and livestock farming, ranching, dairying and large scale grain production. These are the ranches, students. Big farms are called ranches. You have read about the prairies, pampas, velds. Earlier those which were the grassland, now it has been converted into the ranches, okay, the common field. So in commercial type farming, mixed crop also farmers used to grow somewhere farmers used to grow the livestock, somewhere they used to produce the dairy item after rearing animals, okay. So wherever the ranches are there there is no crisis of the plant for the animals, so they can rear the animals very easily. When we talk about the plantation farming is a form of commercial farming mainly practiced in less developed countries. So in plantation we grow the same type of plant or the trees, okay. You can see that it involves large scale farming operations that specialize in farming of one or two high demand crops for exports, usually to more developed regions called plantation or agricultural estates. So like coffee, like tea, pineapple, palms, coconut, rubber, tobacco, sugarcane and cotton, farmers used to grow in this way. You might have seen the orchard where mango trees are there, lychee trees are there, banana trees are there, okay. So when we just grow the trees in a row or same type of tree or the plants we used to grow, that is coming in the plantation category. You can see some example that for example, rice is commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Orissa it is a subsistence crops. So understand here, we can't say that one crop is the commercial crop for whole India. It might be possible that one crop is the commercial in one state, but it can be the subsistence for the other state. Take example of rice, okay, that is commercial crop in Haryana because they are just growing the surplus, okay. But when we just compare it with Orissa, so in Orissa it is only a subsistence crops. In India, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. are important plantation crops. This is the tea leaves. This is the coffee, students. Just see it. Okay. This way, rubber used to extract. Okay, the glue-like structure just come. This is banana plantation, sugarcane plantation. Next is the processing industry is also required. Suppose that if someone has the sugar field, then sugarcane field, so if any sugar mill is there nearby, so they can just get the extra amount, okay. They can just enhance the sugarcane, okay. It means they can process the sugarcane in the factories, and when they just process the sugarcane in the factories, then jaggery, then sugar, okay, many items we will get from it, and that will be for the commercial purposes. So factories are very important in the commercial farming. Then transport is also required. Without transport we can't expect that our products will reach to the port or reach to the airport, okay. Railways are required, trucks are required, this type of tankers are required. After that, globalization required, proper networking is required. You can see that how each countries are connected to each other, each continents are connected to each other. So this is the global era, students, and here this is not impossible to establish your contact with other countries, and in this way we used to just sell our product to the international market. This is one picture showing the big farm, okay, and here people are just doing the cultivation, tea cultivation. This is big combined machine, students, which are used in the ranches. These are the storage, okay, nearby the ranches. These are the big storage where the farm products used to be kept. These are some more picture of the ranches. You can see how these giant machines are just harvesting the crops. So this is the end of the video, students. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.